Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio in Miami, Florida. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, here we are once again. We're back at home base. It's good to be home, and welcome everybody. Reming Pasión, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back, Travel. Thank you. It's good to be back. Young Dave, how do you fellow Pelican heads? Greetings from San Jose, California. We have to go back to the West Coast at some point soon. Tinkan Carl, welcome home. Send rain to Pelicamp and Rancho del Carl. Well, I think we've had enough rain in Florida lately, haven't we? But yeah. The bar and pool 2 are officially open. There you go. I always wanted to go to one of those pool bars. Have you seen, the all-inclusive resorts that you're in the pool and they have like this swim-up bar and you sit at the stool, but you're still inside the water. That's the kind of bar I want to go to. Pool bar. Greetings from the middle of nowhere, High Plains, Colorado. Hello, Journeys by Jay. And David, and welcome home to USA. Thank you. It's good to be home. Mr. CLT, hello. Robert and all you Pelican heads out there. Hello there, Mr. CLT. Let me put I think this camera, I need to clean this lens at some point. There's something odd about the picture. Mike Zupan, thank you for that super chat. Well, I have the little bell somewhere around here. There you go. Thank you for that super chat. And okay, hello everybody. I missed being home, being here at the Flagami Studio. It was a lot of fun, but it had its challenges, as you probably know. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Journeys by you look well rested, Robert. Welcome back stateside. Yeah, I'm well rested. No more jet lag. And ready for more adventures, as always. Hi, Arizona RV, Homestead and Travels, and from the KOA in Okeechobee, Florida. I've been there. I've been to that KOA. And Christopher Olson from the great land of Sweden. Happy midsummer from Sweden. That is true. Is it today the longest day of the year? Yeah, right? June 21st. I didn't realize that is exactly a year ago we were in Alaska. Gin and tonic for us today. I just went by I didn't have a beer to drink, so I went by Publix and I found this. I don't know, first time I see it. Alcatraz Brewing, and I believe they're from Florida. They're from it says brewed and packaged for Alcatraz Brewing, Palm Coast, Florida, by Alcatraz Brewing, Lakeland, Florida. So it stays in Florida. That's what's important, right? I wanted to get like a local beer, a Florida beer. And I haven't spoken to Mr. CLT in a while, but I know he has the thumb in the pulse of the town, and he probably knows all the new cool breweries around here. So, wow, it is actually not bad. It would probably benefit from a glass. No wonder it's got 8% alcohol. It's gonna be a one beer night for sure. Letitia Carver, yesterday was the first day of summer yesterday. It was yesterday. I know it's always like on the 20th or the 21st or the 22nd. I guess it depends where the Earth is around the sun and whatnot, whether it's a leap year or before leap year or after leap year. Journal your way. Thank you for that super chat. Good to have you home. Yeah, it's good to be home. I mean, we had a lot of fun. We had a tremendous time out there in Spain, but sometimes it's like they say, there's no place like home. Although We're leaving soon. Camping Tools, happy Friday to you, Camping Tools. And Mark Z. Hammer, cheers, Traveling Robert. Exploring Coast to Coast, hi, happy Friday, Robert Ely and everyone. Raul Medina, congratulations, up top 20, you deserve number one. Yeah, that website, Travel Till You Drop, they added me to their list of YouTubers, so that's really cool. It's always cool to make the list, right? Young Dave, love the first day of summer. It's the anniversary day of my retirement. There you go. Congratulations. William Irizarry, Robert, welcome home. And I can't wait to share all the Spain videos with you guys. Mr. Roboto, how's Ili doing? She's doing all right. You know, it's going to be a process. They did an MRI a couple days ago because, you know, the x-rays were inconclusive. The doctor says that she should have a lot more mobility in that arm. So they did an MRI to see if something else is torn or wrong, and hopefully she won't need surgery, but maybe it's just therapy. You never know. So hoping for the best. Probably on Monday we'll get an answer. Exploring Coast to Coast. Yes, this was my parents' anniversary. Running joke is it's on the longest day of the year. Yep. And Lucky Dog Productions. Hello, Sue. Oh, Jim Foster is here. Sonia, you're no longer unsupervised. Happy Friday, Robert Ely and fellow Pelican Heads from Genon Wheels. And Pete Diaz, where is your next destination? Well, it's going to be a summer of... it's going to be an interesting summer. Because it's going to be the summer of rallies and meetups. Kind of. Let me lower this a little bit. First, we're going to the Winnebago Grand National. No, it's no longer called the Grand National Rally. Now it's called Camp Winnebago. Then we're going to the Towables Rally in Middlebury, Indiana. We might get some work done on Mini Tini 4. Then we're going in Michigan, Ohio. We might even cross into Canada, into Ontario, and then NJ24 in Cape May. So yeah, it's gonna be. It's going to be a fun summer. Jose Rojas, 1 month ago, I purchased a 2024 Micro Mini 1800 BH. Love it. Well, congratulations. I enjoy it. You planning any meetups when you're in Ohio at Put-in Bay or Geneva on the lake this summer? We're going to try to do something, yes. So good to have you all home. Thank you, Edna. Yeah, we have to. We should do something in Geneva on the lake. They have that brewery there. It's only a paper moon. Isn't that on Geneva on the lake? We should do something there. Welcome back, Robert and Lily. What's your 4th of July plans? Well, I didn't tell you guys, but we're probably gonna be on a cruise. I mean, we are going to be on a cruise. Hello, golden anniversary. How's Alaska? Cheryl, no, you're not going to Alaska this year, did you? Did you go? Or was it next year? It is this year, right? Saludos from Lake Kengosa State Park in Wisconsin. Hopefully the storms will hold off until after the show. Welcome home. Thank you everybody. Let me put I'm gonna do a trick here. Just a little bit of internet trickery. So when I'm looking at the chat, it kind of looks like I'm looking at the camera, right? It's like the teleprompter trick. If you put the teleprompter right below the camera, it kind of looks like you're still looking at the camera. Raul Medina praying for a fast recovery for Ili. I really, yeah, we really hope for the best here, because you know, it's luckily it's her left hand, you know, but still. The Real Radio Show 24/7. Robert, I'm buying a travel trailer because of you. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, and enjoy that trailer. Ben Kramer, thank you for that super chat. Edna Kruger, what happened to Ili? Well, in Spain, we were at her niece's house, and there was a step, and she didn't see the step, and nobody really knows how it happened. We were all looking elsewhere, but she landed and she broke her lip. She has like a bump here, and then she dislocated her left shoulder. So thank you, Edna, for that super sticker. Thank you so much. Jim and DC telechat prompter. Yeah, exactly. Little known fact, I do sometimes when I do the longer commercials, I do have an iPad where I, read the talking points, right? Just watching just watching the Ohio Farm Show, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the farm science review in Ohio. By the way, this beer is actually really good. Alcatraz. I was gonna have something different, but I couldn't get it. So I just went to Publix, and I'm like, am I gonna have the same stuff like dogfish head or halai or whatever, Lagunitas? And I'm like, and I saw this 4 pack, and I'm like, I'm gonna give this a try, and I don't regret it. Alan Parr, hello all, cheers. Hey Robert, you have renewed my faith in flight. You made it back. LOL. Prayers for Illy and hi mom. Has anybody seen my mom, by the way? I told her we were gonna be here. Yeah, flight. That 9.5 hour flight back is just never fun. Even though we were able to get a little bit of an upgrade, but still, it's 9 hours sitting down, and it's yeah. What can you do? Garces on the road. Welcome back, Robert and Illy. Now you have another camping pad. The one here in Naples, and our newest one in North Georgia Mountains. North Georgia Mountains. Congratulations, you beat me to it. I want to get something in North Georgia Mountains too. So when are we doing this? Probably on the way. When we right now. This is by the way, Bob Poole. Thank you for that super chat. Replenishing the IPA fund from Bob and Verna in Wickenburg. Prayers for Illy's recovery. Yeah, we're really hoping that she recovers soon. But she's it's uncomfortable for her not being able to use her left arm fully, and we're really hoping for good news this Monday. No mom yet, says Jim Foster. Yeah, she's probably rebooting the computer. Hey, Mark Duran, greetings, Robert. Welcome back to the good old US of A. Yes, it's good to be back. Best wishes on early recovery. As we get older, we have to be more careful with our movements. Yeah, I need to be more careful too. Believe me. Jim in DC, Sonia, large. Oh, you're talking to Sonia, not to me. Sorry. Bob Leach, how much more would it have cost to rent a camper van that did not smell? I think they would have all smelled the same because they all have exactly the same brand of cassette toilet. But had I been able to find a product like what we had in Finland or what we have here, that really takes care of the smell, that would have been a lot cheaper. But yeah, that was actually one of the main things that I don't think they gave us the right product, because the cassette toiling in Finland, it's still, it fills up in 2 days and it's still kind of a pain. But yeah. Are you coming to Germany, Robert? I would love to go to Germany. I've been once before in Dusseldorf, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Dusseldorf, and I would like to go back to Dusseldorf. Actually, maybe we can do Caravan Salon, which is the largest RV or caravan show in Europe. I think. If I'm being factually inaccurate, please let me know. I think that's what. And then I would love to rent an RV, maybe a Death Labs or another Waynesburg, or do they still make Heimers? But the Dillenheimer die with road trek. I don't know. Hey, Mark Drenner, how was the flight back to Miami? As I said, it was long. We were able to get a little bit of an upgrade actually, and that made it much better. Even the food was a little better, I think, on the way back. Still, it's a longer flight because you're going against the jet stream. But I mean, you just I had a bunch of podcasts and stuff downloaded, and they have in-flight entertainment. I mean, you know, um, Kevin, stop. You're younger than me. You make me feel so young. You let me feel like spring has sprung. Actually, we're already in summer. Let us know you need to pass it by. It's all yours. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Spain trip. What things would you do differently? Use another RV rental company, maybe? For sure. For sure. Indie Campers was a great mistake, but you learn from your mistakes. Serves me well for not reading like the reviews. I thought, it's a global company. They have indie campers here, they have them there, they have them in freaking Australia and New Zealand, and what could possibly go wrong? But I would get a different. Maybe I like. I'm sure they have to have like a version of our RV share where I rent an RV from someone and maybe rent a little more of a high-end RV, maybe, or maybe what else would I do different? Which was the original plan. Go earlier in the year. That's something that I would do different, because that was the original plan was to go right after our trip. Where were we? To Moab. We were gonna take a cruise to Lisbon, Portugal, and meet some viewers in Lisbon, Portugal, of course, and then take a train to Madrid and then rent the camper van. And that would have been a lot cooler. One of the big problems besides the malfunctioning toilet and the rundown RV was the fact that it was hot. I mean, we were in 100-degree weather one night. I mean, in the RV without air conditioning. So, yeah. Maxine Oliver, you're back. Hello, Robert. Happy Friday. Thank you. How long are you home till you leave again? About 2 weeks, actually. About 2 weeks. Where's the next road trip to? I mentioned it earlier. We're going to do like the Winnebago Rally. And we have to leave soon. I mean, that Winnebago Rally. And let me open up my calendar here because I'm nothing without my Google-assisted memory. We have that cruise that we're going on. I haven't been on a cruise like in 15 years. And then we have to be in Iowa, which if you look at the map, is like halfway across the country, on July 15th. So, roughly 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks from now. And we have a lot going on in between, so, yeah. 337 of you watching. I think you guys watch like this time better, but it would be past midnight in Spain. Barton's Outdoors. Hello, Robert and Pelican Heads. Hello there. What cruise line do you prefer? To be honest, I have no idea. I've only cruised on Carnival, so everything is gonna be a new experience for me. So. Kevin Bentley, no AC in an RV, no way for me. Actually, as a matter of fact, most RVs, and Christopher Olson can corroborate this, most RVs in Europe don't have, I mean, you have AC in the cabin, of course, as you're driving, but in the back, most of them don't have air conditioner. There's a few high-end, and even in some of the beach towns, like in El Saler near Valencia, we saw at an RV park something the equivalent of one of our diesel pushers. I mean, this was like a 40-footer, RV, like all decked out. I think they were from the UK. No, they're from Germany. There was a German license plate. Matricula, as they call it in Spain. Hey, Randall. Hello, Randall. Hey, Robert, I'm here. How you doing? How you doing, Randall? Randall, of course, is being a long, long time viewer. Alan Parr, did you like the Alaskan tour better than Spain? It's apples and oranges. It's totally different. Alaska was more the wilderness, the fact that you are in this place, you know, where it never gets dark and the mountains. Spain is the culture and the food and the culture, the history. Like, unless you go to some Native American ruins here in America, what's the oldest thing? 1600s, maybe late 1500s? And we are in Spain standing in churches or mosque, like the Cordoba mosque from the triple digits, the year 800, or even you can find Roman ruins that are even older than that. So puts it into perspective. It's a much older country in that sense, much older civilization. Let's put it that way. There have been people living there, basically in the same people living there for centuries. And that's also the different thing. You go to one of these old churches and you're like, wow, this is like all this gold, and this has been, since forever. So. Jim in DC, you could have ditched the Spain RV for a tent and practice for rim to rim and Mount Whitney. You know what? Thank you for reminding me, Jim, because that's something that I need to do right now, like this week. I'm gonna start applying for the lotteries for Whitney, for rim to rim, for Havasu Falls, for the wave. All these things that I have yet to do, that I want to do out west. I'm not getting any younger. I want to do most of that next year if I'm able to get passes. And everybody say hello to my mom. Hello, happy Friday. Hope everyone have a wonderful weekend. A lot of blessings. Love, Mom. Everybody say hello to Mom. Cameraman Robert, how did you home favor the flooding? Fortunately, our home, both my mom's and this home and Pelicamp up north, are on high ground. We're not in flood area. I mean, it would have to be like the deluge, something of cataclysmic proportions for us to get flooded here. So yeah, no, we're good. I mean, it got soggy. It got soupy. I mean, you can still see that that there's like leaves. When there's a lot of rain, you see the aftermath. But yeah, where were we? Don't drink the water at Havasu Falls. Yeah, I heard from Jen on Wheels. I saw other fellow YouTubers and friends that were there recently, and they got sick, and it was even in the news. So, no, not drinking the water, but that's Havasu Falls has been on the list since I ever started dreaming of RVing. Since before I did anything, it's being on the list. Like the white rim in Canyonlands, there's certain things that have been on the list for a long time. The wave I learned about a little later, things like that. But I'm gonna try to do all, Davy Bear, Traveling Robert, guess I better act half my age if mom is there. Yeah. Wasn't that like a reggae song? Like, I'm in love with a man nearly half my age. No, twice my age. Never mind. Randall, hey Robert, mom is here watching you. She can't hear you. Hey Randall's mom, how are ya? Long time no see. We have to go up to Jacksonville and visit soon. Darlene Barcelo, I was in Florida on vacation, but got out right before the flooding. Lucky me. Yeah, there was a lot of flooding. I mean, and of course, you know the news people. You know they will go to the place that flooded the most. You know, and and report from there. And yeah, some areas were really bad, but it wasn't bad everywhere. That's what I'm trying to. Paul Car Guy, Robert, did you ever do the skywalk in Gatlinburg? Gorgeous views for sure. Yes, I have. There's a Gatlinburg video, not actually relatively recent. Excuse me. That Lucky get his attention. He told me to come in here. Yeah. That's a nice picture you have there, Randall. Pool bar, yeah, as I said earlier in the chat, I always wanted to go to one of those pool bars you see at the all inclusive resorts that have the bar stools inside the pool, and you go, you sit down, you have your pina colada, why not? The Cajuns across America, we're back. Busy tonight at the Cody KOA holiday. Cody is a beautiful town, Cody, Wyoming. The falls and water look gorgeous there, but the climb down will be an adventure. Well, you know, that's why I want to do it now while I still can. Young Dave, been to Havasu Falls several times, both backpacking and staying in the lodge. Played frisbee catch in the big pool at the base of the falls. Yeah, that Havasu Falls is kind of, if we're gonna use the term bucket list, which I'm gonna stop using the term bucket list. I just gotta go to the list, you know, because the bucket, I have no interest in the bucket yet. But yeah. Any bears at Pelicamp? I have never seen any, but I mean there are bears in North Florida and anywhere. You know, there are bears in several parts of Florida. I mean they're like tiny little black bears, but yeah. Edna Kruger on my in my trip last month in Iowa got chased by tornadoes, and my family there wonders why I moved to Texas. Well, you do have tornadoes in Texas too, right? This is really good beer. Oh man, the brand new discovery. Hi Robert, nice birthday. Now that I see you, is it your birthday? Well, happy birthday. Hey, Brody. Yes, thumbs up to everybody. I never do what everybody does, like ask for thumbs up and all that, and subscribe and share with your friends. And we have El Mandalorian here too. It is the way, man. It is the way. David Bear, Robert, I'm wondering, do you guys rent a car over there? Have you thought about showing what Spain looks like in this manner? Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of videos, and it's gonna be a different series. It might be like a lot of shorter videos, but I might put them more often, you know, because yeah, there's going to be a long video about Madrid, you know, our first stop. We were in Madrid 3 whole days and we did a lot. We enjoyed a lot Madrid. We did the iconic spots, the touristy spots, and then I did a reminiscing tour of where I used to live back in 1988, my school, the places that I used to frequent. So that's gonna be the end of that's gonna be a long video. But then there's Toledo, or Toledo, as you would pronounce it in Spanish. I don't know. Toledo is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be about 20 minutes at the most. That's the most I can get out of Toledo. And then after Toledo, you have Cordoba, totally different place. And then we have Sevilla, and then we have Cadiz. And there are all their own places. So I either do like a very long video about our entire van life in Spain, that is going to be like a 2-hour movie, or I do a bunch of shorter videos, like every other day or every 3 days, and then we'll do that big movie. That I think that's going to be the approach that I'm going to take. Randall Roberts, he's right here. Look at your messages. You know, where I have my phone on silent. Randall, you know me. Yeah, I see it. Cool. Hey Remy, there are bears in Naples. I saw 4 in at my RV when you were where you were, Robert. Yeah, and Garces on the road has told me that he's seen bears in the Naples area too. He lives in Naples. It's her birthday, remember? Hey, Randall, happy birthday! Well, happy birthday to your mom. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Hold on a second. Darlene Barcelo, I'll be in Iowa second week August. Too bad. Keep missing you and Illy. We'll be in Iowa. Did I tell you guys already? Yeah. Camp Winnebago is July 15th through the 18th. We have to get there, and we come back from the cruise right after July the 4th. So, you know, we have to hightail it out there. And I also wanted to stop by Pelicamp, by Starbase, you know, where I bought Starship to get some maintenance done. Yeah, it's Trailer Travel is celebrating 30 months as a chief Pelican head. We'll be in Kingman in 2 weeks. Do you want us to check on Camp Pelizona? Yeah, go for it. See if you can take some of those cholla cacti, you know. Hello, it's good to have a list to do it all. Yeah, though I do have a list, and I know I'm never gonna be able to do everything I want to do, but yeah. Hey Robert, coming to you from Green River, Utah. We are currently in our Cougar RV on a 6-week tour using our hotspot to tune in. Well, welcome, Green River, Utah. I stayed at the Love's RV stop there. Actually, that's the video that I'm editing. That's the video that that's this Sunday's video, actually. I finished editing it on Wednesday. So, Jim in DC, I hear you could only get about 20 minutes of video out of Toledo, Ohio, too. Toledo, Ohio might be 10. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, there's a lot to see in Toledo. They have that museum of the Great Lakes or whatever it's called. They have the big ship there. Yeah, but the thing, Toledo, Spain, yeah, there's a lot of history. It's like it was the first capital of Spain, I believe, or you know, before Madrid. Toledo was the capital, but Toledo is like this. You know, it's you could probably we spent a whole day there. You could probably spend 2 or 3, but yeah, it's Journeys by Jay. I know this is a little off subject, but I've noticed you started using some new equipment since your last equipment video. Would you be willing to do a quick rundown? I'm gonna make a video about the new equipment. Like the latest one is that Ace Pro, and I apologize, some of the videos out west of Utah and Texas, you know, the series that you're watching right now, some of them suffered from my inexperience with that camera. There's going to be some audio issues here and there. And eventually, after much comparison, for everyday footage, I went back to GoPro, which for what I'm going to use it, that Ace Pro was probably a waste of money for me, because it's going to be my low light inconspicuous camera. You know, like I've used it inside churches and this and that. You know, but I don't think the stabilization is as good as GoPro, and it's just better at low light. That's to me the only advantage of that camera right now. So it would have made a much better video, for example, at the Museum of the Air Force in Ohio. That I used the GoPro and it was not the best quality. Anyway, Lucky Dog Productions. We have several large bears and cubs in our front and side yard near Daytona Beach. I guess there are more bears in Florida than I thought. Young Dave just looked at rates for Havasu Falls Lodge. Yikes, $22.77 per room for 3 night minimum. Yeah, I might, a couple years ago they sent me a tent for me to review. I might just do my first time tent camping. Oh wow, you're in Miami. Could you see yourself living in Europe? If no, why not? I could, but not permanently. This is the United States is my home. It's there are certain things. I really like the lifestyle and the food, but I'm at a stage in life that I'm not ready to make a move to a new country. It's I would love to go once a year. Yeah, it's lovely, especially Spain. It's like the same with probably with the UK or any country that speaks English or Spanish, the two languages that I speak. And with Spain, particularly, is the familiarity. I lived there when I was a teenager, and I come from Cuba, which has we were a Spanish colony, so there's a lot of culture that it's part of how I grew up. So there was a great familiarity with things when I was in Spain. I didn't feel like the fish out of water or the out of the comfort zone. Now to live full time, I don't know. J Rock, Robert, will you consider making a video taking us through your creative music making tracks? I would love to, and I might do that sometimes. It's kind of difficult because when it happens, when inspiration happens, and you start laying down tracks and coming up with stuff. The last thing you want to do is doing a video at the same time because it would distract you from the task. I can walk you through how I made a song that I already made. That I could do. So that would be something cool to do. A couple of years ago, I did a video showing how I edit. I actually did a live stream, and I edited like 5 minutes of video live on the air. That video is still on the channel here. So, hey Robert, hope you're staying cool and not cooking like us here in Phoenix. In Phoenix, it may be hotter, but here is more humid. And let me tell you, I went out for like not even 5 minutes. I was because I renewed my license plates, my registration for all the vehicles, and I went outside, to put the little sticker that says 725 or whatever in both cars. And when I go to Peli Camp now, I have to put it on Minitini too, Minitini 1. The 5 minutes I was out there, just kind of cleaning the license plate, putting the little sticker, and then sticking the registrations inside the glove compartments, I was drenched in sweat. I almost had to change. So it's a different kind of heat, if you will. Greetings from Montana. Are you ever going to do more Mexico travels? Well, next winter, depending on if I get the RV that I want, it's Baja or bust. We're going to Baja California, which is Mexico. So yeah. Robert, does Spain food is similar to Mexicana La Comida food? Just curious what the similarity may or may not be. No idea. It's meat and potatoes. It's they don't do rice. Like I wouldn't say it's similar to. It's probably more similar to Cuban or to Argentine, Colombian, Venezuelan. I don't know. It's meat. It could be mostly beef, a lot of beef, a lot of pork, a lot of lamb, and potatoes. And the only way they do rice is as a paella, as part of a paella. They don't do like what you would do like Mexican rice, with a dish or beans. They do beans in winter. They do like a Galician soup, caldo gallego. They do like chickpeas and this like heavy, bean soups. But it's of course I'm sure there's a certain influence from the Spanish cuisine of the time. Of course, Spanish cuisine I'm sure has evolved over the years as well. Um, but no, I wouldn't call them very similar. No. Radu Stufarak, greetings, Robert and Pelican Heads from the Bay of Fundy. Welcome back, Robert and Lily. I've been enjoying the Utah videos lately since we were there 1 week after you left for the eclipse. Oh man, it would have been cool to meet up. And we have 2 more Utah videos, and then we're going to do the Texas video. By the way, today, Sun Outdoors released their version of the Texas eclipse video. If you guys want to check it out, just type Sun Outdoors in YouTube. I'm scrolling here. The only issue with the pool bar is that everyone has been sitting drinking for 34 minutes and no one has left to use the washroom. Don't pools have like that thing that if you pee in the pool it gets like different color? Or is that like an urban legend? I don't know. The RVD, only you would notice that. Well, Marmas, hey, hi Robert, root from Holland in Europe Cup. I'll send you an orangey shirt. Greetings, your man near Amsterdam. We have to go back to Amsterdam. We were there in 2009 and we had a great time. Great city, beautiful city with all the canals and yeah. San Antonio at 110 degrees is still not hot like Florida. No, it's a different heat, It's a different heat. It's like what we experienced in Tabernas, Spain, It was that kind of, 40 something degrees Celsius, which is like 100. But, yeah, by the way, Daniel Riaz, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Where are you going on the cruise you mentioned? Well, the cruise is mainly for my mom, but we're doing Eastern Caribbean, which, I've been to the Bahamas before, but it's gonna go to Saint Martin, Saint Thomas, and the Royal Caribbean Private Island. That's what we're doing. And she's been to all those places, but I haven't. So she mostly wants to sit at the cabin and just look at the ocean, and yeah. And if we like it, we may start doing more cruises here and there from time to time. When will you come through Kentucky or Indiana again? Well, we're gonna be in Indiana for the rally. It's happening in Shipshewana. And that's the Winnebago Towables Rally, and that's going to happen in July 21st through the 24th. And we have a couple of days of buffer here and there, so I might. But yeah, that's the only thing we're doing in Indiana. We're probably not gonna do anything in Kentucky, not this time around. Pete Diaz, thank you for that super chat. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Waiting on your next adventure heading out west. No, we're not gonna head out west until January, which I want to do Quartzsite again. maybe Q25, maybe go to the big tent, do all the stuff that I wanted to do before I broke my ankle, and then if all goes well, from there we're gonna cross south of the border. But my father said, from Davy Bear, my father said he almost got aboard the famous Danish 5-master sailing ship Copenhagen, or Copenhagen, and the purser did not believe his age. Then it sailed around Cape Horn and sunk. Anyhow, Sir Rock GB. That's not good that it sunk at Cape Horn. Cape Horn is very dangerous, I hear. Adventure Jerry Lynn, howdy, Robert from Indiana, so nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Welcome to the show. RBD is sneaking another beer on Robert's desk. Let me tell you, this beer is I don't know if you noticed, but it's 8. Looks like I can't even find the camera anymore. 8% alcohol. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a second one today. Hey, what time is it? 6:41. Now we're doing great time. How many people watching? 404 says this. That's why I never swim in public pools. Oh, you guys still talking about that? Okay. Sun Outdoors, we want to go. Check out the video. They just came. What's the name of the big video you made for Sun Outdoors? Well, back last year, or yeah, I did several videos for them. Highlighting our viewers. I mean, the new ones. The new ones they're making them. I'm just there looking pretty. They're making. The series is called Around the Sun with Traveling Robert, and we've filmed 3 episodes and they've released 2 of those. So it's on their channel. So that's something I'm doing with them. It's a different type of gig. George Richard, hi Robert and Pelican Head. Sorry to hear about Ellie's fall. Yeah, it's a big bummer, but I'm sure she'll be back, on her feet, on her full movement soon. Narciso Rod, hello Robert. Narciso from West Kendall. I see you always drinking APAs. Do you drink any other type of beer? Yeah, I will. I'll have a stout from here and there. I'll have a nice lager. If it depends. And I'm not, partial to beer. I love wine. I like Scotch, bourbon. Yeah. Will there be some new music with a Spanish flavor? Yes. I have to compose it, and I have to compose it next week. I'm not going to have access to my full-size keyboard after that for a while. But I did order a small portable keyboard on Amazon. It's coming on Monday, just in case I need to compose something on the road, because I do want to do like a Spanish suite, let's call it that way, because there are, Spain being, I mean, it's still smaller than Texas, but being a relatively big country, there are differences in the music, and I wanna honor that, and in Seville in particularly, I want to do. They have a special flavor of flamenco that is called Sevillana, and in Seville, I want to come up with a Sevillana. I would love to meet up if you're going to be around the New Albany area. Where is New Albany? My knowledge of Indiana geography maps. New Albany, Indiana, or is that in Kentucky? That's Ohio. No, there's a New Albany in Indiana. Yeah. Yeah, that's right next to Louisville. If I have the time, I might visit my cousin Juan in Louisville, so there's a possibility. I'm overdue for visiting my cousin Juan in Louisville, so Michael Sullivan. Wow, they only let the towables attend. Well, there are two rallies. There's the. I'm sure if you show up with the Winnebago tour, they'll let you stay. But there are two Winnebago rallies happening back to back. The one in Middlebury, Indiana, which is for Middlebury, in Forest City, Iowa, which is it's the big one for everybody, and then there's the towables that is happening close to the towables factory in Shipshewana. How long are you home before you get the itch to hop on the road again? I'm gonna be home for 2 weeks. That's it. There is an interesting beach in Saint Martin on the Dutch side of the island. I thought that was on the French side. You're talking about the no, you're talking about the one with the airplanes, that are flying by, right? Next January, we will be 2 ships passing in the night, Robert, headed to Florida, January through March. Let me scroll down here because... Jim in DC, how many miles has Minitini 4 gone so far? Which one has gotten the farthest? Minitini 4 has... it's a shame that trailers don't have odometers, because I have to calculate them by using my Google timeline, which is no longer on desktop. But I digress. I still Minitini 1 still beats them all, just because I had it for a longer time. But yeah. Let me scroll down here. How many miles are you up on the Starship? Starship has like 65,000, give or take. Robert, free my RV bar and grill in your new camp. Maybe. Darlene Barcelona, Ilifel didn't know. Please tell her I wish her a speedy recovery. I will. She's actually listening in the other room to the broadcast. So yeah. First weekend of summer in Santa Cruz is the Woodies in the Wharves car show. Santa Cruz is a cool town. We have to go back there. I'm a big fan of drinking fewer and stronger beers, less bloat. Yep. I'm with you, Robert. Not a beer guy. I like my bourbon. And generally, when I'm home, if I want to drink something, I don't really drink beer at home. But when you go to a bar, the only thing that they cannot give you something that you didn't ask for. I mean, you can ask for wine, but usually the house wine sucks. You can get, a well drink, but you ask for whatever they have on draft. Give me a Goose Island. It's gonna be Goose Island unless someone put the wrong keg on the thing. So that's why whenever you see me traveling, I drink mostly beers. But yeah, I'm not exclusive to beers at all whatsoever. Jen on Wheels, our next trip is to Niagara and Letchworth. I've been studying your upstate New York video. Thank you for the inspiration. Beautiful area. Have a great time. You do a cover of Spanish Caravan by the Doors. Interesting. I could do that. One's in store for the channel this Sunday. That's the part 3 of Capitol Reef. That's what we're doing this Sunday. And then we're going to get bonus on Wednesday. It's going to be the Capitol Reef movie, which is over 2 hours. But, I always wanted to do Capitol Reef in one video. I just, couldn't edit it fast enough. Davey Bear, have you done anything with the Arizona land as of yet? Or just going to use it for campsite? Water there, right? I saw a video where you were there. Yeah, I'm just going to do 2 RV sites for now. And we're probably going to develop that sometime in January, February. And that's it. Let me scroll down here. Because I think I'm really behind on the chat. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not that behind. Never mind. Wish we could make it to the Towable Rally, but we'll be in Door Country, Wisconsin. I want to go to Door Country, Wisconsin. All right, Barton's Outdoors. Have a good weekend yourself. What would you think about a ProMaster 3500 as a tow vehicle? I don't know, I've never owned one. I just drove the European version of it, which is the Fiat Ducato, which is a solid van. The Fiat Ducato is a solid van. Great visibility. But there's an airport beach, but the other side has a nudist beach. You know what? We are a family-friendly channel. Otherwise, I would go check it out. I'm kidding. Is there a certain mileage that you will go before you replace Starship? Probably 150. But then, I mean, these trucks, these V8 trucks, and if I had a diesel, even more. And there's a good chance that we may take it easy on Starship. If I shouldn't say too much, but a lot of issues aside, what do you like the most about your RV in Spain? Man, there are so many places where you can boondock by the water, and really, it's in that sense, you know, and we learned that towards the end. Most smaller towns, they have a parking area for RVs. And many big cities do as well. And we liked having a motorized RV a lot. You know, just we get to a place, you don't have to get out of the car, go into the trailer. It's right there. Your home is just, you know, you have the swivel seat, so you swivel your seat and you are home. And I really enjoyed that. What else? Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, it was a learning experience. That was the thing, you know, and it was the learning experience part, and the heat, and the toilet. Other than that, I mean, we dealt with it. Again, driving in Europe is different than driving in the States. They have you have to go back to driving stick, and they have a lot of roundabouts, and sometimes it can be a little. Some roads were really tight. Sometimes I met it like I went in a small town because they had a parking for RV. I'm like, let's check out this town, and you make the wrong turn, and you are on these narrow one-way streets, and even on a 6-meter van, which is not that long, we almost couldn't make the turns. You know, you feel like you're in a semi-truck when you're really in the, you know, 'cause the streets are very narrow in these small towns. Adili says thank you. Red Jaguar, Traveling Road. If you go motorized next time, it will save you mileage on Starship. That will be a good thing. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. And you'll know that I want to move to I mean, I want to have the best of both worlds, right? Nashville to Natchez, then to NOLA. We should consider another Natchez Trace Parkway tour and take your time. It could be epic. Yes, definitely we're going to do it, but we're going to do it at the right time of the year, not in winter. Anyone ever been to Key Palms Resort in Key Largo? No, but it seems very fancy. It's I haven't been there, but it looks nice. It looks very nice and very well located. Great location because you're close to Sunset Grill. You're close to, I mean, if that's what you're into. You're on the Gulf side, on the bay side. That's not the Gulf. It's on the bay side of the Key, so you get to see the sunset. Yeah. Robert, what do you think about purchasing a used RV versus a new one? A used RV could be a good thing because whoever owned it before you already fixed all the stuff that was wrong with it. But you have to really get that thing inspected. I mean, if you can afford a brand new RV and then fix whatever is wrong, because there's always going to be something wrong with it. It's an RV. Go new. But then again, they depreciate a lot, so you can probably get a really good deal on it. Something that is 2 or 3 years old. Someone who bought it during the pandemic thought it was going to travel a lot, and then now they realize that they're not going to. Yeah, that could be a good deal. Natchez Parkway is the most relaxing long drive in the USA. Not a lot of spectacular scenery, but just a very nice road. Yeah, I agree. I would agree. And lots to see and eat and go around, along the way. Maria de Carli, hello Robert, from watching you every, hi, from watching you every Friday night. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh no, hope you don't get a Cybertruck. Let me tell you something. I'm not a Cybertruck hater. If money was no object, if I was like not billionaire but like multi-millionaire, I'm like, and I had 80 grand burning a hole in my pocket, and it's like my third car. I totally dig it, but nah, I'm not gonna do it. Of course not. Ah. I really like Starship. It's Captain Roberts. LOL. Let's go Travato. I love the Travato. I love the Travato. The thing with the Travato, the tanks, the holding tanks are still kind of small. Did you sweat through your clothing without air conditioning? I hate when that happens. Well, we really left some sweat on that uncomfortable mattress at that RV. Luckily, I took with me a small USB fan that I have in Minitini, yes, for those kind of things. And and that's what we used at night sometimes. Did you purchase trip insurance for Spain? Would you recommend buying to others? Not really, unless I mean, even the hospital for Ili. We first went to a private hospital. It was like $160, and then we went to the public hospital, and it was 240, uh, including prescription. So even if you get, I mean, I don't know if you get into a real accident that you have to stay days at a hospital or things like that. It might get more expensive, but. And it depends on the country, but for going to Spain, I don't think I would buy insurance, no. It's going to take some time getting used to not seeing you without a towable IRB. And I'm keeping the towable as well. So I don't even know. I don't even know exactly when this is going to happen, but not much is going to change. Any good V8 truck should easily make 250,000 miles with a big issue. There, I said it. Go Mopar. Paulo Delgado, hello Robert. What type of RV you're thinking of? And actually, I'm glad because I'm glad I rented the camper van in Spain, because Ili and I have realized that perhaps like a true Class B, like a Travado, like a Panoramic, let's call all the brands. We probably want a little more comfort. We probably don't want a wet bath. We probably want to have a hallway where we both fit at the same time. We probably want a small Class C, one that is not much longer than the Travado, 6-meter van. I'm still thinking metric because that's what we did in Europe. I mean, it's going to be a little wider. It won't work as good on the narrow streets of the small towns of Spain, but in the United States, in 99% of the places, a small Class C will go pretty much anywhere. So my neighbor has a Cybertruck, and he gets pulled over in DC often because the officers want to see it. And the Cybertruck, going back to that theme, is again, if I was a multi-millionaire and money was no object, and I had 80 grand burning a hole in my pocket, I wouldn't get the 100 grand one. I would get the 80 grand one. But then again, I wouldn't use it to tow my trailer, where I get 120 miles, 150 miles. I mean, range is not there yet if you want to use the truck as a truck. But as a toy, as a big sports car, totally. It's And I love being in that kind of cutting edge of technology. That 48-volt system they're using for the steering by wire, where you can steer all the rear wheels steer. That thing turns on a dime. I would like to experience that kind of thing. Journeys by Jay, call me weird, but I think the Cybertruck looks kind of cool. It's just the range, not optimal. There you go, for anyone towing anything very far. Yeah, and I've seen videos of people towing with it, and right now it's a nice toy, you know. And if you want to look like, it kind of looks like a DeLorean, let's call it a 21st century DeLorean. And I'm out of beer, so this is going to we're going to start wrapping this one up soon because we are going overtime. Tell the affiliates. An odometer in trailer is a good idea for maintenance, I guess. Yeah, I would love to have an odometer, just to know how many miles, Mark Shackelford just arrived in Gettysburg. Enjoyed rewatching your show last night to give us a refresher on what to see. And my time in Gettysburg was so limited, but I enjoyed it tremendously. One of the places that I want to revisit shortly. I love our Beyond, but would recommend lithium batteries. I wouldn't do anything without lithium batteries at this point. They've gone down in price enough that it's not worth it to go lead acid or even AGM. Just take the plunge, go lithium. They last 10 years. You can bring them down to 10%. It's a no-brainer. Is the new Cybertruck as cool as the DeLorean time machine flux capacitor included? Well, if you can put a flux capacitor, it'll go 88 miles per hour a lot sooner than the DeLorean. That much I can tell you. All right, everybody. Christopher Olson is saying good night, so that means that I'm gonna start wrapping this one up too. Thank you so much. Our first live stream back home since I've been back home. Let me move things around here real quick here a little bit. Our first live stream back home, and yeah, very, very, very happy. It's the longest day of the year too, so as Jim and DC says. So four-wheel existed before the Cybertruck. Yeah, I know, but now it's the electron. You can make a U-turn by just going like this. It's kind of different. And I know all the problems with EVs, but it's just the coolness factor that I like. Any idea where the next Pelican camp may be located? Well, I have an idea. I would like to have something in North Georgia. I would love to. We'll see. Now editing the Utah videos, I'm like, Utah has it going on. I would love to have something maybe up north. Something maybe on the West Coast. But something in the Midwest. I don't know. Get better, Illy. Safe travels and have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, we're going to get something to eat, Illy and I, right now because we're kind of famished. And have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bob Leach, last time, welcome back to the United States. Glad you're here. Bless you and Illy and Mom. Have a good week ahead. Thank you. And good night, Mark Drennan. Good night, Garces on the Road. Good night, darling. And everybody, good night. Let me get my guitar. I'm just going to do a couple of chords here before I lose my voice. Oh, I forgot. And you guys, and Sonia didn't remind me. You notice I put the piano back there. You know what that means? Anybody take a wild guess? Well, I came up with this brilliant idea. Since we're going to be here for only 2 weeks, and this is probably the best weekend to do it, we're going to do a Minitini Lounge. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. which is what, 2 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Central European time. Yep. Oh, she did. You did, Sonia. I just didn't read it. But we're doing. I'm gonna do a Mini Tini Lounge. Let's do a quick little concert because the next Mini Tini Lounge might be from Forest City, Iowa. They have asked me if I want to do like a quick, concert or whatnot, and if we can broadcast it live to the world, it means the piano is back there. Yeah. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. And my mom says, and see you on the road. That's my cue. Everybody, sing along. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, yeah, 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 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding. Everybody, have a great weekend. See you tomorrow at the Mini Tini Lounge, and if I don't see you, well, I'll see you Sunday at the premiere. And if I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you next Friday, same time, same YouTube channel, same location. I'm going to be here at the Flagami Studio once again. Have a great weekend, everybody.